Violet Robichaux sat on the chair in front of the large desk, waiting patiently for Benjamin Walker to come inside to start the interview. "Mine," her tiger hissed. "Mine." So that foul-mouthed man, Wolf, was supposedly her mate? Those really existed? Violet didn't have any shifter peers in the New Orleans neighborhood where she grew up. She had a normal upbringing, which her parents had strived to give her. They weren't mates either. They had explained that they chose each other because their personalities were suitable. They had similar goals, and it didn't hurt that they were both shifters and scientists. Her father was a chemist, and her mother was a botanist. Of course, had one of them been a geneticist, perhaps they wouldn't have thought they were so compatible. Recessive genes, after all, had higher chances of mutations, which her own animal certainly was. "Mine," it insisted, interrupting her reverie. "Oh, hush," she admonished aloud. "I told you this can't happen. Not now." It growled unhappily, but she pushed it away deep inside her, so she didn't have to listen to it whine. She wouldn't have gotten this far in her career if she gave in to her animal's demands all the time. Science required discipline and dedication. Her parents, who were also at the forefront of their own fields, taught her that. It was hard enough for a woman in STEM to get ahead, but a shifter too? She'd learned to hide that part of her over the years, by controlling her inner animal. And now, it seemed it wanted to break free. All for a wolf. The irony. She supposed he was attractive in that conventional bad boy kind of way, but he wasn't her usual type. Like most shifters, he was tall and built like a bodybuilder, though he looked like someone who liked to work outdoors and with his hands. The way his white shirt clung to his broad shoulders and chest was practically obscene, and his dark blonde hair was a tad too long, although she wondered what it would feel like between her fingers. The sound of someone clearing their throat jolted her out of her thoughts. "Dr. Robichaux?" Ben Walker said, as he walked through the door. "Sorry to keep you waiting. I had to see my wife off." "Not a problem." He sat on the worn leather chair behind the desk. "You said you had a long flight? From where?" She rolled her eyes inwardly. Small talk? She didn't have time for this. "London." He scratched his head. "Dr. Phillips said you'd been working abroad for 6 months, but I could have sworn it wasn't London." She gave him a tight smile. "No, I've been living in Eritana." What?" "It's a small country in the Caucasus, north of Azerbaijan." "And what were you doing there?" "I was doing research on the properties of the minerals found in the Vajani nature reserves," she said smoothly. "Sounds, interesting." She smirked. "Yes, it was fascinating." "So why did you leave?" "We ran out of funding." It was close enough to the truth. Hopefully he didn't notice the white lie, because she had a feeling that despite his hulking size, Ben Walker wasn't a dumb oaf.